Alrighty guys, before this video starts, I just wanted to tell everyone to have a happy new year, and I hope that you spent a lot of time with your family. I hope that all of your goals were achieved this year and that you got what you wanted this year, and I hope that the best things come to you next year. Enjoy your family, enjoy the people that you love around you, and next year is going to be our year, baby. It's going to be Godzilla year. It's going to be the year of Godzilla, where Godzilla yet again rises. We're going to get a lot of merchandise with Godzilla figures, the movies, posters, so many things. I just cannot wait for all the information, for so many things to happen. Ah, man, next year I just cannot wait. I'm really, really excited. With that being said, thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. Thank you guys so much for always sticking around. And of course, to the new people that are watching today, thank you so much. I appreciate your support from my heart. Thank you. Alrighty guys, let's talk about why the Godzilla the Anime failed part 2. First of all, I think the anime as a whole was really good in a way, especially with storytelling. And if you like this anime, that's okay. You don't have to worry about anyone judging you, because there's going to be a lot of haters or so many people that don't like this anime for so many reasons, and I completely understand both sides, why people would be happy, why people would be disappointed, and it's a mix between everything. But if you did enjoy this anime for what it gave you, for the storytelling and the so little action that we got, that's totally fine. If you enjoy this anime for the designs and you like all of the designs, that's okay. That's your decision, and I think everyone should be free to think whatever they want. And if someone hates this anime film, you don't have to feel bad about it, because even though there's so many things that go against this anime, there's a lot of fans that actually like this anime. So if you do like it, just don't feel bad. Just don't hold back and say in the comments down below that, yeah, I like this anime for what it is. Just don't feel bad. Alrighty, so I think the problems coming with designs, storytelling, and having no kaiju to kaiju battles or any action at all. And I think a lot of fans were expecting so much things from the first anime and they didn't get what they wanted. So they were like, okay, maybe the first one was focused on storytelling. They wanted to build up a story for the second chapter or for the second movie to happen. So we were teased, Toho teased us with so many merchandise of Mechagodzilla versus Godzilla. There was a lot of figures, there was a lot of posters. Even the cover for Godzilla City and the Edge of Battle had Mechagodzilla, so fans were super hyped. They were super happy. They were saying, okay, finally we're getting a battle between Godzilla and Mechagodzilla in so long. We've been waiting to see this. We cannot wait to go to the theaters or watch it on Netflix. But no, to their surprise, they were super, super disappointed, mad, frustrated. They felt like they felt like this was a cash grab for a lot of fans and themselves. They felt like Toho had tricked them with clickbait, and that's understandable because they did tease in so many ways that this would happen. And sadly, there was no Mechagodzilla to see in this film. There was no kaiju to kaiju battle, and that's why a lot of people were disappointed. Now, there was a version of Mechagodzilla, but it wasn't the Mechagodzilla that we were all expecting to see. And I will have to say that the idea of having a city Mechagodzilla is kind of unique in its own way. But no, this isn't what fans were expecting. This isn't what you promised and were teasing us all this time. And that's why a lot of people feel like this whole anime was a cash grab, because they knew that Toho didn't have anything after Shin Godzilla, and they knew that Godzilla King of the Monsters was going to come out. So it felt like they were like, okay, we need to give fans something until Godzilla King of the Monsters comes out, or until we have our rights back. So why not make an anime and just not put a lot of effort and deliver on this and that, and not worry about fans or not worry about what they think, not worry about design, storytelling, destruction, and let's just make an anime without destruction, without any kaiju battles. And I don't understand why Toho would ever do this. It really doesn't seem right of Toho to have a director direct a anime movie or movies without any kaiju battles. It's like me saying, okay, I want you to cook me the best steak out there without actually cooking it or actually adding any flavors to it. It's ridiculous. And I'm not saying this because I'm calling it out or that's what I think. The director himself said it, that they couldn't, because of Toho. Toho was holding them back. They couldn't do so many things that they wanted to because of Toho. Toho specifically told them, I want this to be a storytelling focused anime. I don't want any kaiju battles, and that is ridiculous. What is Godzilla without any destruction, without any kaiju battles, without any atomic breaths? It's like ridiculous. So I do have to give credits to the director or all the team that put so much effort into the science, into the story, and whatever they could to make this a successful anime, because it's hard. It really is hard. It's like someone telling you you have to do this. It's like it's difficult. I mean, you get my point. It's like they put you to do something without giving you full access to what you deserve. It's foolish of their part to do that. And I'm not sure if the director was telling the truth, but I mean, he came out and said it himself, and he even said that he's not a big Godzilla fan, that he hasn't watched all the Godzilla movies, so he really doesn't know much about Godzilla. He only did what he thought was cool, and sadly, that did not work for this movie. It didn't work. A lot of people hated how Mechagodzilla looked. If you were to tell someone 5, 6, or even 10 years ago, hey, look, this is Mechagodzilla, most likely they would laugh and tell you, are you crazy? That is not Mechagodzilla. That does not look like a Mechagodzilla at all. This is Mechagodzilla. They would show you a picture of who Mechagodzilla was, and they would think you're crazy because it really does not resemble nothing like a Mechagodzilla. The only thing that resembles sort of a Godzilla would be his dorsal plates, and that's about it. Everything else looks random. It doesn't look like much effort was put into this design. And I know a lot of people might criticize me, but I'm just saying what must be said. And I'm not going to praise on this anime for one of the best, or I'm not gonna say, oh my god, yes, it's one of the best animes because it's an anime and it's because I'm a Godzilla fan. No, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to BS you like a lot of YouTubers, even though they know this anime is bad. They just say, no, it's really good. It has so much action. It has this and that. And the truth is, it doesn't. This anime failed in so many ways, and you would think, okay, they didn't deliver on the second one. The second anime was very unique. It wanted to do something new. Let's give it a chance, right? Now you would think in the final chapter, in the final act, Godzilla versus King Ghidorah or Godzilla Planet Eater, you would think that's where we're going to see the final acts, the final battles. We're going to get what we, the fans, deserve, right? And actually wrong. Yet again, Toho failed us. And I know you guys might be thinking, okay, so this storytelling must be good because they were focusing on storytelling. And to tell you the truth, no, even their story isn't perfect and it actually has so many flaws. The third act or the third movie actually leaves fans with so many more questions than with answers, and it questions the whole movie as a whole. And I'm talking about all chapters or all the movies. It questions them because what happened in the first movie and second movie doesn't make any sense after the third movie. It really does, and especially the end. The end leaves you with a what the F moment. What just happened? They really don't explain what went down or why did Haruto did this, because it has to do with so many things. And I know a lot of people were like, oh my god, you should tell me about if Haruto is going to hook up with the twins, what's going to happen. From now on, if you don't want any spoilers, do not watch this anymore because I will give you spoilers. Now you've been warned. Okay, so Haruto does in fact hook up with the twins, and not only one, but both of them. And the ending is so twisted that it just leaves you with so many questions, and it doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense. Maybe I'm judging too soon because we got the Japanese version and we haven't seen the English dub or the English version. So I have to wait till I see Godzilla Planet Eater and judge it myself watching it in English because, yeah, I did got so much leaks. I got so much information about this movie, and even the fights. the fights are so boring in this movie. They're not that epic. I mean, sure, the anime might be epic and all that. We might get a few epic battles here and there. But like I said, the battles that we get to see are only for a few seconds. They're boring, they're pointless, or even for a few minutes, and that's it. It's always been Godzilla versus humans and not kaiju to kaiju battle, even though that's what fans wanted. They wanted to see humans versus kaijus, and it did not deliver, and you know why. That's thanks to Toho. And now that I think about it, this whole anime as a whole does seem like a cash grab. It's like they didn't have anything else, so they were like, all right, let's just throw in this anime until we get something new, until we get our rights back, and not care about the fans." And it does look like that was the point. It looks to be true because even with King Ghidorah, the design for it was so questionable, disappointed. A lot of fans were not happy with that design as well. You would think that they would learn from their mistakes. If they failed us with Mechagodzilla, you would think they would deliver on a better design with King Ghidorah or King Ghidorah, but no, that's not the case. We got a mixture between Shenron and King Ghidorah, and it looks so weird. It's something that we haven't seen before, and sure, the design might look futuristic, but they messed up. And remember that second form that I told you that we would see? Well, it's actually in the movie, but not like you think about it. It's only going to be in the movie for a few seconds, and it's only a shadow. You only get to see his full body with his three heads, his wings, his legs for a few seconds, and that's about it. In fact, I think even King Ghidorah is not like real. He's just like a hologram, and that's something that wasn't answered. Where is King Ghidorah actually? If he's a hologram, how is he able to absorb the energy? And that's the thing. I think if Toho would have gave the director and the designers more freedom, more resources to how they should have designed Godzilla, Mechagodzilla, and even King Ghidorah, I wouldn't. If I was Toho, I wouldn't have allowed those designs. I would have been, no, those are not correct. They do not look like the original counterparts. And I think a perfect example of this is Mike Doherty. Mike Doherty delivered with designs. If you look at all of his designs, every single design represents the Toho monsters. They're mixed between a classic and a new design, and you can still recognize them even though they're brand new designs. And that's proof that you can still make a Toho classic very much fresh but be recognizable. And the anime sadly did not deliver, and I think that's personally what Toho should have done. They should have just gave them the freedom and designs to look upon. Okay, this is how King Ghidorah looks. Design King Ghidorah like this because that's how fans remember King Ghidorah. I'm not saying that this anime is very bad because it's not. Like I said, I enjoy this anime for what it is, but with its budget, you would expect something better. And just because I'm a Godzilla fan, it doesn't mean that I'm going to tell people it's the best anime. I'm gonna let it fly by and not care about it because that's not the case. There's a lot of animes out there that have a lower budget and they deliver way better action, and they pull it off with the amount of money that they were given. And you ask yourself, okay, with that budget, how come they didn't do everything that they wanted to do? And that's because of Toho. Sadly, I think Toho did the wrong decision in this case. They should have gave full freedom to the director, the designers, and the whole team. And I gotta give props to them for actually trying, to succeed, for doing something unique and special in their own ways. I don't hate the designs, but I'm not happy with them. To my eyes, they do not represent the Toho classics or the designs at all. I see them as a different monster. I don't see Mechagodzilla as Mechagodzilla. I think it would have been perfect if he would have been given a different name. It should have been a whole different robot type of monster. For King Ghidorah, it should have been a completely different monster.